Joining us now, Congresswoman Eleanor Holmes Norton, Democratic delegate representing D.C. in the House. Congresswoman, it's always great to see you. So, as a D.C. resident, I'm putting that out there, I have long believed that taxation without representation goes back to our founding fathers and should not exist. So there I am, in favor of statehood. I'm going to put it out there. What does this mean for statehood when, for the first time since 1991, Congress is overruling something that the D.C. Council had decided on?
Well, I'm hoping this does not set back our drive for D.C. statehood. We've already passed it twice in the House. It's had a vote. It's had a hearing in the Senate. I hope this is seen as one of a kind. It's a crime bill. And with crime going up around the country, I believe the focus on crime is where this disapproval resolution is, and why the president, after saying he would sign the criminal code, then did an about face and said he would not. I think he was responding to crime around the country.
Was that a mistake? Are you disappointed with the president?
I believe it was a mistake. This crime code had not been revised in 100 years. And we see people revising their crime codes all over the country. That's all DC was doing. The revisions reflected what judges had already done. They had raised crimes. They had raised penalties on some crimes, lowered on others, and the crime code reflected that. It was in keeping with that, and the refusal of the president to sign it after saying he would, not to sign it after saying he would, is a great disappointment to a president who has always stood for home rule. He indicated he's still for home rule, but he certainly deserted us on this criminal code.
The mayor was against this crime code. It was done by the council without her, without her support. So there was disagreement at the local level about.
Well, she wasn't against the entire. She was not against the entire criminal code. She wanted to make some changes. That's why she vetoed it. All we asked for was let her do her work and don't overturn this until she does. So it is easy to misconstrue her being against the criminal code, being against portions of the criminal code as being against the entire criminal code the way Republicans were. But she never got the chance to interface with the council and make the changes she desired.
Now, it did make major changes on guns, and that's something that Senator Durbin was pointing out to me. What was the positive impact that this code would have done on guns, which have been so out of control?
I do think that had something to do with the changes the mayor wanted to make because of the rise in gun violence across the District of Columbia, but that's happening across the United States. I think she should have been allowed to make what other changes seemed to be advisable. I'm sure she could have gotten the council to agree. That and carjacking, other crimes of the kind, she should have been allowed to work with the Congress instead of having disapproval resolution overturned.
Now, they spent 16 weeks working on this.
What did you say?
Yeah, I was just going to say that they spent 16 weeks working on the crime code. Now they've got to start over. So how do you see this going in terms of actually coming up with a code that might have support?
Starting over is very difficult because this code was revised for the first time in 100 years since 1901. There are not a great deal of revisions that need to be made. So I hope the council will continue to work on this matter. We see revisions of criminal codes in 50 states across the United States. The district isn't the only one that's doing this. Lots of states have old criminal codes. So I'm hoping we get another chance at this before this session is ended.